with an Isery though. You feel me? Nah.
Nah.
They're gonna be checking. Nigga, but why I keep fucking up? Fuck, bitch. What's good? Y'all tapping into Urban Moguls with B. Right here, we dropped the most game, man. Before we start this interview, need y'all to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Real quick, one time for your mind. Real quick before we start this out too, I need y'all to go hit up Blessed and Protected on Instagram. You feel me? Get you some merch. You know what I'm saying? Get blessed and stay protected. It's a cold world. You know what I'm saying? Bundle up. We right here with a real special guest, man. He goes by the name of Hatch86. What's good, bro?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, how about you?
Good, good. Go ahead and let the people know what it is that you do, where you from, and what's your ethnicity.
So I'm from San Jose, California originally. White, Irish. Can't see the flag up there. I've been shooting music videos since 2012, I guess.
Okay.
So 11 years now.
Hell yeah. Man, that's what's up. Going strong. San Jose, the Shark Tank, man. Got a bunch of different cultures all in one pot. What was it like for you growing up? I mean, I know I lived in San Jose for some time. But what was it like growing up for you? Guess you could say a white man growing up in San Jose.
Yeah, no, it was cool. You know, you get a good mix of everything. Obviously, like more Latino than anything.
Right.
Actually, I feel like at least from where I'm from, not that many black people. Like, I probably had.
What side did you live on?
The west side.
The west side. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I probably had like maybe not more than that, but it was mostly like white people and Mexican people, you know.
Yeah. Shit. So I mean, how many people you have in your household? You have mom, dad, siblings, or just single parent home?
Yeah, only child.
Only child?
Me and my mom and my dad, and that's it.
Okay, what's that like? Was they strict on you on what to do, not to go out, stay out too late, not associate with certain people? What was that like?
I'd say my parents were for sure like overprotective.
Yeah.
So because I was the only one, you know, so they had to like guard me a little more. Maybe they felt, you know.
Right.
So I felt like I had a lot more limitations than my friends that had brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Would you say like just by having both parents in the household is kind of what kept you on the straight and narrow? Because, you know, San Jose is kind of it's wild. You know, you can associate with the wrong crowd. I wouldn't say the wrong crowd, but not your kind of crowd.
Yeah.
And it could get you into a different kind of lane. and go in a certain different way in life?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it was just like, the people you choose to hang out with. Like in 8th grade, I guess it was 8th grade, 7th grade, I started skateboarding.
Okay.
So like that became my group, and like obviously you get in a certain type of trouble skateboarding.
Right.
But so in a way skateboarding keeps you out of trouble, but then it gets you in a different kind of trouble.
I know. I'm from Santa Cruz, man. I know. You know what I mean? At that age, you start skating, you start picking up the bong, and you start picking up here and there. At least that's what it was for me, you know what I mean? But yeah, on another note, did you do any sports growing up, or
I did
skating?
No, yeah, I did a little bit of everything, and then I started playing hockey ice hockey when I was like 8 or 9, somewhere around there, and I played to this day.
That's just kind of big out there because of the Sharks, right?
Exactly, yeah. I probably started playing like 2 years after the Sharks came to San Jose, so that was like a big...
When did they get there?
91, 92.
Oh, okay.
I probably started playing in like 90, 94, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of skating, man, you vert or street?
So like street, but as I got older, like skating bowls and transitions and stuff is easier, less impact than jumping downstairs. Yeah. Not that I was like jumping down huge gaps anyway, but definitely as you get older, like the bowls kind of like become what you do.
Right. Exactly. So what's some things you experienced growing up in San Jose? I mean, besides, you got strict parents, you hanging out with the skaters, but, what's some experience that you remember growing up on the west side of San Jose? Because every part of San Jose is a little different. The east side is a lot more ghettoer. You got the south side. I mean, they got some hood out there, but, they got their own shit going on. The west side, it's more closer, I guess, Sunnyvale, borderline type shit.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of got a good feel for everything because growing up skateboarding, we, there might have been a school like on the east side that we wanted to go skate, like Quimby. That was one of the schools that we always go. So we'd get on the bus and go over there, and then sometimes, it would take us to Sunnyvale or like Cupertino. So I was pretty much all over the South Bay skateboarding even before I had a car.
Right. Hell yeah. So you wanted to pursue hockey and try to go professional, or was it just like, I'm just doing it in the moment?
Probably at one point I like felt like that, but then, as I got a little older, I just realized that probably wasn't gonna happen for me.
Right.
And also at one point I kind of like fell out of love with hockey and ended up quitting for 5 years. So.
Why is that?
Basically, I always wanted to be offense. I like scoring goals. I like being on offense, and I guess the way I skated, I was able to skate backwards good. I was a bigger kid. Coaches always put me on defense. Every year, same story. So I was playing a position I didn't like, and I just wasn't having fun anymore. So I hung up the skates.
That's crazy that you say that, because I recently went to my first hockey game, Sharks game. But I mean, I've seen Sharks games before on TV. I can't tell what's defense and what's not, because it seems like everybody's going one way, or it's kind of like basketball. You're either going one way or you're going the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no really like who's on defense,
Yeah.
Who's a forward or whatnot.
But if you didn't go to a game with like someone that knows hockey, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't. They just didn't explain it to me.
Yeah, if you explained it, clearly enough, it's pretty simple.
Yeah. What would you say some, morals that was instilled to you from, one parent or both parents?
I guess like my dad, like when I was really young, like kind of like warned me about like getting into like drugs and shit, like the type of stuff that he had friends that, were doing all types of shit and ended up in bad places,
Right.
So he kind of like steered me away from that when I was at a young age, like, susceptible to peer pressure and everything.
Yeah.
So that's probably a big thing, because
that's huge. Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of a lazy person myself.
Yeah.
So if I would have been like smoking weed
at
a young age, I would have been probably even more lazier and got not much done. So
yeah. No, that's a big thing, man, because at a young age, peer pressure is a thing, but it's just when you're at that age, there's so many things. I don't know if you're a daredevil. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're the kind of person who's like, well, fuck, I gotta find out for myself. You know? Were you at any point, or was there anything that really like, you know, you kind of took a chance on because you were curious George?
Well, as far as like drugs or what, or
Just in life, man, like experiencing life at a young age. You know, we're all teenagers at some point.
Yeah,
and there's always that one thing that just you don't want to hear. You got to experience it yourself.
I don't think anything crazy. Like, I mean, I was, you know, sneaking out and being out all night till almost till the sun came up. You know, and sneak in my room and then gotta wake up 1 hour later and go to school.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
What were you doing out late on the late night? On the late night
Just
hike?
hanging out with the homies and girls. Yeah.
Okay.
Drinking. Steel Reserve. Drinking Steel Reserve.
When did you start drinking though? At like 8th grade, fucking high school, sophomore year?
I think junior year.
Okay. What would you say is like a pinnacle time in your younger years where you you knew who you were, who your crowd was, and what your intentions were?
Say probably like.
Cause I would say when was a downfall, but you know from what I'm gaining is like you come from good parents, good household, you know, strong mind and shit. So you know that's why I'd rather come with this kind of question.
Yeah, I got you. I'd say probably like my sophomore year. Like that's when and I started really filming skateboarding more, which is the whole reason I got into being behind the camera.
Yeah.
Just fell in love with filming every day, going home, editing. So.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was more easier to get sponsored off the simplest film.
Yeah.
I know because I was like, I think I was like 8 years old and I ollied my first, I think it was like a 6 there or something like that. Over there by Lyle Nelson, Santa Cruz, but yeah, it was wild, but you know, just the easiest film, that's all you needed. Take that shit to Bill's Wheels and Bill's Wheels and get fucking sponsored real quick, you know? Yeah. So, no, but that's tight, man. We about to jump into part 2 right now. Cause definitely we want to learn a little bit more about your career, how you got into it, whatnot. But yeah, man, that's a little bit about his life. Hatch 86. Y'all tapping in Urban Moguls with B. Right here, we dropped the most game. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. And it's free too, so don't, you know what I'm saying? It's free. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go.